What is a hackathon?
A hackathon is an event that is usually 24 hours, 36 hours, or 48 hours where lots of participants that we usually call hackers come and participate in basically a building project kind of competition. So they'll normally have some kind of idea, and then they'll build it in some kind of software form. So usually it's some kind of web app, it can be a game, even people bring hardware in, but basically it's you have a project idea, you can come in and compete with your friends in a team of 4 usually, and then you make some kind of software project that gets evaluated and judged at the end.
As you can see, we have a very, very cool workshop for you guys. I would highly recommend you to attend all of these, even though they're a little far away. It's a small walk. But firstly, we're going to have a Fetch AI info session from our sponsor. And after that, we're going to have a code and coffee workshop on GitHub and how to...
My name is Winston, and I am the co-president for CSULB ACM. We have many kinds of networking events that we do. We do various technical workshops for people to improve their skills, and we even host these big flagship events such as BeachHacks 9.0, which you saw in this documentary.
Our sponsor is MLH. They are the largest global hacker community, and they are also one of the main sponsors for any hackathon happening. I'll hand it off to Noah and Emily so that they can give a more in-depth about what MLH does.
Alright, so not only do we have a bunch of workshops this weekend, we also have prizes and technologies, which I know all of you are interested in. First up, we have Google Gemini. So if you're not familiar, Google Gemini is Google's LLM AI platform. They have a lot of tools to help you code, but we're also giving away prizes specifically for teams who incorporate Google Gemini's API into your hack. We're giving away Beats Solo earbuds for the best team who does 11 Labs, so also a super cool one. So come talk to us about that. We also have the best use of MongoDB Atlas. For those who don't know, MongoDB is a NoSQL database platform, so really easy way for you to set up any sort of database, and then you and your whole team can have access to the same data. You can train AI stuff on it, you can run data analytics on it. Super easy to use, so very cool. Now, I know we just covered a ton of information. All of that is going to be not only posted to the Discord, but also on the BeachHacks dev post, along with all the other BeachHacks prizes. So be sure to check that out as well if you need to revisit. All of you, sponsors, organizers, and hackers, by being at this event, have agreed to the MLH Code of Conduct, which basically just says that MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone. There's a lot of people here who maybe don't know people or have never been to a hackathon, and we want to make this a fun and welcoming experience for everyone. We both want to say a huge thank you to all of the Major League Hacking partners, and we'll turn it back over to the BeachHacks team.
Some important information about submitting your project. If you have not joined DevPost, please join DevPost. You'll be separated into teams. I'll go over to the smaller tracks that we have. The first one is sustainability. For the prize winner for that one will be a gaming monitors. And then after that, we have entertainment. Winner of that track will specifically get a mechanical keyboard. Then we got mental health. Winner of mental health will get a wireless mouse. Best gag will get an air fryer. So hopefully all these prizes kind of motivate you to build something awesome for BeachHacks. There's a lot of cool sponsors, a lot of cool opportunity, right? Fetch AI is here offering interviews, so all this is motivation for you guys to build something amazing, right? Please come up to the stage. We'll do some team formation right up here. So yeah, welcome to BeachHacks, guys. BeachHacks.
What is an API?
So an application programming interface is basically just an abstraction of some kind of software that lets you add certain functionality into your software or your own project without having to necessarily code up that functionality yourself. Fetch AI is basically a platform where you can deploy and run and actually create your own autonomous AI agents. So instead of having to perhaps create your own with various Python libraries or agentic development kits, so that's your ADKs, you can actually just create them with their own modular pre-made tools, and you can deploy them effectively at scale. So think of them as your kind of AI workers. So instead of having to make them your own every single time by scratch, you can use this platform to make them effectively. 11 Labs is a very popular tool used for audio. So this allows you to basically transcribe your audio. It can also create like AI audio voices. Instead of having those like really robotic sounding text-to-speech audio voices that you had to use in the past, like the last 10 years before all this AI stuff was added, 11 Labs lets you have these AI voices like act on your application. So it's very useful in like games or accessibility kind of apps where you need to have a natural sounding voice to talk to the user.
What are AI agents?
As it currently stands, the AI models got good around, I'd say, fall of 2025. So after that, people really started using it as like this truly strong assistant or like / intern in their development process. AI agents are a step up from the AI that we had the last few years and lets you autonomously execute tasks with the AI's intelligence.
What prize are you guys trying to go for?
Trying to go for the best gag, yeah.
Best gag?
Yeah.
Can you explain like what this project is? This gag
It's
project?
like a red flag detector, so you basically like paste in a text and then the AI will tell you in a Chrome extension like, oh, is this person like a green flag or a red flag or even a beige flag?
Our project would use AI agents to generate diagrams. So the user would give the tech stack of a project, right? And then the agents will give like the requirements, the use cases, the functional, like all the software engineer stuff, and then the selling point gonna be the diagram. It would generate a diagram, and the diagram can be interactive, so you can add on more blocks or delete blocks or yeah, basically.
What can it be used for? Sorry, like we're not the very best tech savvy people.
So yeah, what are your diagrams going to be used for?
It's good for planning. So
Planning.
the team, when they come together, they come up like, oh, the front end should use this technology, the back end should use technology, and then the diagram, it will generate a diagram. You look at a diagram, you see, oh, this is how the input go in, and then how it is processed and how it is sent to the user, all that, basically.
What prize are you guys going for?
That's the iPad.
iPad.
Go for the iPad.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
So right now, we're kind of just brainstorming the ideas. We're kind of going off maybe like a cortisol detector idea.
Oh.
Awesome. So can we just get your name and kind of like a brief summary of what your project is about?
Okay, yeah, so my name is Jose Hernandez Arce.
You can hold it.
My name is Jose Hernandez Arce, and my project is basically a schedule generator. So you put in all your tasks, your assignments, your homework, the chores you have to do, and it'll generate a schedule.
I guess, what tech trend are you like secretly ignoring, I guess, in this one, or like in this project?
Honestly, right now, I'm really trying to ignore any AI usage. So all of this is algorithm based. So like, I'm making my own algorithm, not having AI generate any schedules. I've been talking to some people, and I'm starting to maybe reconsider that stance.
How does AI fit into web design, coding, and programming?
That's a very good question. So back in the old days, when you wanted to make a website, you would spend like 8 hours just designing it, and you would spend a lot of time back in the day just doing a lot of the boring stuff, frankly. So basically, if I were to describe like how it's being used today in web design, programming, etc., it's basically like speeding up the development process by getting rid of all the boilerplate, or like just the baseline template of what you would need in any application. And then developers just add what they want on top. So it really speeds up the development process that way.
No OpenAI API comment?
At this point, no.
Okay. Have you hit like any unexpected challenges so far?
Nothing unexpected. Just everything's a challenge.
My first name is Tiago, and last name is Borges, Borges. You can see it.
How long have you been an organizer on the
So
board?
this is my second year as a committee member, and the craziest project by far I've seen was someone did a LeBron James dating simulator.
What?
Yeah, you're hearing right. It was a LeBron James dating simulator. So they grabbed common words or common memes of LeBron James. They compiled everything, and they built an app that you would text LeBron. It was a 2D art of LeBron. It was a pixel art of LeBron, and you would text him, and then he would say stuff based on the memes that you uploaded, and it was kind of a LeBron James dating simulator, but with the user like dating LeBron. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Can you tell us like about your background?
Yeah, so I'm a UCI student. I'm a software engineering student. I just graduated like a couple of days ago.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, so I just wanted to, come to this hackathon, participate, have fun, build something. This is actually my first hackathon.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've never competed in a hackathon before. So yeah, just excited to see what's up with this hackathon.
So we're thinking about going under contracts for BeachHacks, right? We have an idea for what we want to build. We want to integrate Spotify APIs. We want to build like a web app that would take 2 users. They would talk through our front end, and it would generate basically like Spotify taste playlists based off whatever you just log in.
So for lunch today, for Saturday, we have chocolate tea. They helped give us some like various chicken dishes. I believe they had some vegetarian, halal, some other things. They're a very kind vendor to be able to do this. I think they're just across the street from where our university is at. So we just partnered with them as a food vendor, and yeah, now they're feeding over 200 hackers right now.
We're working on basically like an AI chatbot that tells you about energy consumption.
What % of this project is ChatGPT?
0% ChatGPT.
0%? Ooh, nice. That's the first 0% I've heard so far.
Really? Yeah. It's all Claude and Gemini.
How does AI fit into web design, coding, and programming?
That's a very good question. So back in the old days, when you wanted to make a website, you would spend like 8 hours just designing it, and you would spend a lot of time back in the day just doing a lot of the boring stuff, frankly. So nowadays with like AI, a lot of developers, from what I've seen, they use it to do their boilerplates. So instead of having to code up all the functionality in their stuff by scratch, they'll use it to get a boilerplate going, that like a base design that works, and then they'll just make some like small modifications, adjustments on top to tailor it to whatever they're doing.
How was AI implemented into this year's hackathon, besides the sponsors, and how do you think event organizers implemented and encouraged on for you guys?
I would say the AI adoption in the committee was varied. Some people did not use it at all, some people used it a lot. So we used it a lot for researching sponsors particularly. So when we were trying to look around, reach out to people for support for the event, we'd be like, hey, like what would be the profile of the companies that would be most interested in supporting us? And some people would do research and use their AIs and LLMs to do that. And it was also used for like mass emailing and all that. So instead of like someone having to go in and type in 200 emails for the hackers, we would use it, AI itself, in conjunction with like mass email sending services to send that out to all the hackers. So overall, I would say it was used on a very logistical level.
Yeah, so our project is about like productivity tool for our student in Kasai Long Beach. It's not only for Kasai Long Beach, but also like any college student around the world. Especially we use like Fresh AI in order to build like around 4 to 5 agents in order to like help them automate their works and also like check the calendars, maybe Gmails. We're gonna add on more functionality to make sure like the program is working. And our team name is Access Orchestration.
Wait, say that again?
Access, I think Fetch Access. That's it.
Fetch it. Okay, got it. Okay, nice. What's the boldest shortcut you've taken with the code so far?
We currently like still struggling a little bit because like we need to read a lot of documentaries about Flash. They have a lot of documentation to view in code, and we want to make sure like we're gonna be with we're gonna maintain this. No, we're gonna build it like I don't know, maybe better. I think.
So how much % of your project is ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, like assistants?
Yeah. So 100%.
That's all. It's a hackathon. Just like, let's hurry up.
the thing is like previous years, like a couple years ago, you know, like this building something is really hard, right? Like you have to hard code everything right now. But with the AI, you can. I feel like AI is a tool that you can use, and you can build like more cool project and make like you cannot imagine like how AI can go. That's how I use it.
Nice. Yeah. Whatever tools are available,
Yeah.
it takes you there.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I call it zero shot wildfires. Basically, last year with the LA fires in the Palisades, one of the big things was there was a lack of resource management, and there was also a lack of like actual people to stop the fires, right? So I'm thinking, okay, what if we were able to delegate that to autonomous AI agents? And so what I'm building right here, this is a wildfire simulation that I hooked up to some of the sponsors here. They have a bunch of technology we can use. Well, I have our autonomous firefighter robots, and then one drone robot in the sky that's able to assess the situation, use it's called a vision language model to reason about what the current situation of wildfire is and how to distribute all the firefighter robots around the fire. You can see the drones and then the firefighters located here, and the fire is like slowly spreading. The goal is that by the end of the 24 hours, we're able to see these drones and robots autonomously reason about how to most effectively contain the fire. Yeah,
It's crazy.
That's
What software are you using for the simulation?
The simulation, something called Gazebo. So this is something that's used a lot in robotics research. And then because I'm running on a MacBook, it's going to have its own GUI, and so I'm rendering it through Foxglove.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so far,
What's like the part of it that you're most proud of, I guess?
Most proud of? Let's see. We're pretty early on. I'd say the idea. I mean, with anything, the idea is the most valuable part.
Right. What's one piece of technology you wish you had for this project that you currently don't?
Oh, okay. DGX Spark. Okay, it's like this it's like a compact, like mini supercomputer that's like this big. It would make rendering everything so much easier. I could run it on Linux. I could probably do some cool stuff with like RL training for the robots to be able to learn how to fight fires more effectively. But right now, it's just using the base LLMs from Gemini and OpenAI.
Got it. Then what track are you submitting this for?
I'm submitting to the best use of Gemini. I'm submitting to Fetch AI and also best sustainability.
We've made some progress. Let's see, here it is. So we're trying to come up with this dashboard that shows total resource usage when you're using a AI chatbot. There's a lot of factors that go into it, like a lot of factors. There's whole articles written on it, so we're just trying to come up with a calculation that makes sense so that we can update these as the user is typing prompts into the chatbot. So we're just doing some research, looking at some articles from Google and clicking around so that we make some calculations that actually make sense. So there's this article here measuring the environmental impact of AI inference. They did the math, as you can see here. So, like I said, there's a lot that goes into it. Like where the data centers are located, what model you're using, a whole lot. So we're just kind of deciding on what we want to display.
We're a team on and we're working on a little like study buddy or like a little robot buddy for like your desk. Nothing's popping up, but it's a work in progress.
Oh, is it like a little like avatar you're gonna put on there, kind of?
Yeah.
What's like a bold shortcut you've taken so far with making this?
Ooh, a bold
if there is any.
Not knowing much about this stuff in general, we're just kind of jumping into it. Before this, the most we knew how to do was link a light, so now we're kind of jumping straight into it. Maybe that one. What do you think? Any bold shortcuts we've taken?
Some of the knowledge really comes from my friend who's not here. I literally just had a text him. I was like, what's going on?
And then, how much of this, or what percent of the work is like being done by an LLM?
Not so far. Not so far. Yeah, it's just us. We use search engines to look things up, of course, but
AI overview doesn't count.
Yeah. I don't think so far at least. Yeah, we still try to learn the things that we use along the way and understand like I don't know how you would ask an AI, how do I solve this problem?
Right. Maybe in a year you can.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I never know.
The general direction of travel right now for AI seems to be how much human input there is relative to every unit of AI output. So back in like 2022 when ChatGPT first came out, you would use it to maybe code up some very basic things. So it's like, oh, if like how do you center a div like on a web page? Then you would ask it for that, but you wouldn't really use it in say the back end, or you wouldn't use it in production grade kind of code. Whereas now, where it currently stands, like late 2025, early 2026, a lot of people, like once vibe coding as a term became popularized, people use it to create entire like minimum viable products, or what we call MVPs, in like in just a 1 weekend. So there have been people who have made like entire startups with just vibe coding an entire application. AI right now can go from 0 to 90% of whatever you want, but then the last 90 to 100% still has to be done by humans. So I would say everyone in this industry will be working very hard and very fast on how do we make AI able to assist humans in the final like 90 to 100% stage, when you are ensuring that things work for actual humans who are using it, and it has to work reliably and at scale with good latency for millions and millions of people who are going to be using what you're going to be doing. That would be the next problem that many people in the AI industry and indeed in software development would have to solve.
Our group's name is Port Power Nexus. So as we know, as not many of us know, but like the Port of Long Beach is pushing to be zero emission by 2035. So what we're doing is basically monitoring the grid line for charging electric trucks in the future. So I will pass it on to Eric so he can talk a little bit more about this. He's
so we're basically creating like a sort of air traffic control, but like for like energy for the trucks. We currently have like this demo with like hard-coded data. So basically, this is a truck just in idle, and it's going into bidding, and then when he goes to charging, it's gonna track the truck's status, and here we're going to be having where the agents talk, because each truck is going to be an agent. And we're also going to have a grid agent that controls basically the prices of the electricity, and that talks with the trucks. And so we're using like various agents, and it's going to be all displayed here and for the storm status. So that's what we're currently building right now.
What software is that?
This is in React.
In control of having this orchestrator agent that manages all the other agents. So my agent right now is hosted.
The manager.
Yeah, it's basically the manager of the other agents, the truck agents, the grid agents, and etc. And mine is hosted on the cloud, while theirs is hosted locally in the computers. So the user sends a request to my agent. It acts like an LLM. And that agent like receives that data and then passes it on to the other agents, and determines which other agent should be used to receive back to the user.
What specific instructions does the boss agent have?
Well, one instruction is determining which truck to use, and which so like handling the auctions of the energy grid.
So there are 3 different trucks they're created. It's going to be the Amazon truck, FedEx, and UPS. I just named them like kind of differently, and they all have like different states of battery. So I also did the prompt engineering for this part of code, because I wanted to be able to talk to the main agent, which is Kevin, which is what Kevin's doing right now. So yeah, just gonna have different random variables, and also the state of charge for the trucks, and also working on the super base as well. So we could just put random data such as renewable energy percentage and real-time price, so the agent could talk and negotiate with the orchestrator.
What piece of technology do you kind of wish you had for this that you don't right now, if there is any?
Oh, good question actually, because good timing too, because we are running into an issue with an API key, with the API protocols, because we weren't able to connect to the server. So we don't have real-time data. So we're trying to just like making mock data right now. Mock data, it shouldn't take that long, but we wish that we had this software. It'd be great to like show real-time database. Yeah, but it's just something we have to work with. for now. Yeah, so that's what we wish we had.
So, so currently we're making our little 1v1 shooter in Roblox Studio. So yeah, I'm working on the map. Chris over here is working with, is working on, what are you working on right now?
I'm working on the UI for the cooldowns.
Yeah, and then Iron's working on some of the models we have.
Working on the animations for the gun.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now.
So the game.
Yeah, we're making an FPS game, you know. My first time making a game. Looking kind of quick.
You're the map maker. I made my first game like 3 weeks ago for a game jam. So.
Oh, how'd that go?
Went alright. I mean, there's a lot of people who are experienced, so we didn't win, but first game, I think we did really good.
That's your job? Yeah, so he's map maker, he's lead, and then here.
For participation
I'm Jester Maxing. He's here for participation, but I'm Jester Maxing, you know. I'm like the, you know.
What's up, guys? Good luck.
Hey, good. Thank you so much.
My name is Brandon. I'm working on a like a dance like teacher or like tutorial thing. So like originally like my idea behind it was like I see a lot of like TikTok dance videos and I was like low key like, oh yeah, I want to learn that. But I wanted to create like an application or like a web app where you can like feed in a video or a TikTok link, and what we would do is what I would do is I will like basically draw a skeleton of that dancer and then grab keyframes of like certain like steps in the dance and put down like a 3D avatar that people can see. And then I'll be using like AI to also like get those keyframes to describe like instructions on like how to dance. So when the user like views the output, they can click on those keyframes and it'll loop through the steps and they can learn that part by part. And for example, you might have like a dance with like 12 steps. It'll get broken down into 12 steps. You can watch those 12 steps like repeatedly and practice it and then eventually learn the dance.
That's sick. Does it, so when they're practicing, is the skeleton like overlay on them as well?
So I was thinking about that, but for now I was gonna have like a side by side of like the original dance and the skeleton. What I did want to do is actually have the overlay like on the person dancing, and then I was also gonna like draw a skeleton on that person, and you can compare like what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, and like
compare both skeletons.
Yeah, compare both skeletons.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's cool.
To see how accurate it is. Oh, it's not too much. Right now, I'm just like working on the skeleton part. So
Computer vision.
Yeah, I'm be using a media pipe. So what that's gonna do is just gonna take the video as like input, and then it's gonna map the skeleton on it.
We're making a project called Reroute. It's essentially a way for you, me, you, anyone to take a video of random stuff they have lying around in their house that they're never ever going to end up using, find a way to autonomously figure out what's the best thing to do with that. Should I sell it on eBay? Should I sell it on Marketplace? Should I give it back to Apple? And automatically post or do those things on their behalf. So from the user's perspective, they have to do literally nothing. They just record a video, speak over it. In terms of what it does for them, it finds a way to directly get rid of something that they own, so they make some money, someone else gets a product that they want, and ultimately nothing has gone to waste. Oh yeah, this is so both of us actually have broken computer screens. So I have to use this this weird configuration in order to code. Yeah.
My laptop is like a split screen from a
split screen. His is also broken, so yeah, pretty brutal. Yeah. So we hope we'll get that fixed eventually, but this is what we have to run for now. So
Oh my god. Either way, you guys should feel good. You guys are like nerfed. Let's still do it.
Yeah. No, I feel like ultimately it doesn't matter too much. Like as long as we can get our idea down and plan things out, it's fine. It's like kind of annoying, but it's like nothing that we can't overcome for sure. This is just like the terminal for the live instance of our project. It's currently running on a backend server, and if we go over here, this is what the front end looks like. This is just like a ton of like debugging info. Essentially, there's like something going wrong, so we're trying to figure out exactly where the issue is, what files we need to fix, and like how we can prevent that issue from occurring in the future. And this is the completely broken screen. This is on full brightness, by the way, fully unlocked, completely dysfunctional. So I actually have to mirror it to my iPad, it takes like 30 minutes for me to do it because I had to turn voiceover on and manually navigate using like the commands on my computer while it reads it out. So it's a pretty tedious process, but like, yeah, we have no other option, you know what I'm saying? So like we have to do what we have to do.
I just think it's funny that both of you have a broken screen.
Yeah. What are the odds that two teammates both have? We're actually roommates as well. We both go to UC.
Oh, did it happen in the same incident?
No. So for me, I was top bunk and I dropped my computer, and for him, I think someone accidentally sat on a computer.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fully just like split the screen in half.
Oh my
Must be the room that's bad.
Yeah.
I guess what's one piece of technology you kind of wish you had for this?
In terms of like what's the most important that we can't live without though, we need some form of agentic coding, agentic IDEs, right? You know, being able to push out 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 lines in a 24-hour period is not possible at the human level. Us with agentic IDEs can outperform the best developers in the world without agentic IDEs, right? So we have to use things like cursor, quadcode, anti-gravity codecs. Also, they're pretty expensive, and we don't have a lot of money as well. So what we do is we had a cycle between the different like free plans that they give us, right? So you know, anti-gravity gives us a $20 plan. Cursor gives us like a free $20 plan as well. So these tokens cost like so much money, and we just don't have the financials to support that. So we just cycle between the different IDEs to be cost-free and still be able to push out a good amount of value. So,
Yeah, that's one of the questions I ask people is like how much percent of their project is like uploaded to the LLM. Some people are like completely honest, and then some people I feel like they're kind of like, oh.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you the brutal, honest truth. If you really look at teams that do well, 98 to 100% of the code is written by LLMs. You still need to know your system design, your creativity skills have to be unlocked, like your product generation ideas have to be really refined. But as far as the actual code that gets implemented, it's well above 96%. And that's the honest truth. I would be lying if I try to give you a number like we do have the code. Absolutely not. Near everything is done by agentic IDEs.
Honestly, like the fact that there's so much new tech coming out. Like so many big like AI companies are releasing like products like every like 2-3 weeks now. As a consumer of that, it's like really exciting for me how we can be excited to build and make new and better things. So it's definitely cool, and there's an aspect of like, oh yeah, so how much you're actually learning from this, right? But honestly, making cool products, you learn a lot. Maybe you could work on the setting your tech stack. Yeah. And I feel like that prepares you for even bigger products in the future. The path for settings. Honestly, the future of hackathons, future of like all this like development is like I feel like gonna go through the roof, and you're gonna see so many younger students, so many newer students getting involved in CS and tech. Now, it's just gonna boost the industry in general. I feel like so. Yeah, that's all. It's cool. Like LLM coding, agentic coding. Yeah.
Basically, our project is a red flag detector, and so we're going for the best gag category, and so you're going to be able to see here, like you'll be able to, it's still a work in progress, but we'll talk about like what a green flag is, a beige flag is, and then a red flag, and it's all within the context of like if you're like quote unquote a good person or a bad person. So like it'll take you to this, and you'll be able to paste any sort of message or choose a file, and we have an AI agent in the works that's going to brutally judge the content and pick out all the red flags. So yeah, that's a work in progress. Do you guys want to talk about the agent at all? No? Okay.
That's
but
so
yeah,
cool.
that's basically what we're working on.
So it's like, say you're talking to like someone new, and you kind of like paste their message in there to see if like is this person putting out red flags.
Yeah, but we have it that like it's always gonna give you a lot of red flags.
Oh, okay,
so like it's not actually helpful.
Okay.
We also a work in progress. You'll be able to scan your current screen so it can judge you too. So not just like an output from like somebody else, but it'll like scan whatever website you're on or just whatever you're doing on your browser, and it'll immediately give you red flags for that.
It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
So what algorithm are you using to detect the red flags, or are you kind of just having an LLM kind of?
Yeah, Melina and Paige are working on that right now, but we are training an LLM to.
Oh, you're training your own?
Yeah.
That's
Well, I think you're using Gemini, right? Yes. Yeah. Can you talk about it just because I've been working on
like
the more the
fine-tuning?
front end. Yeah.
We basically just said like what a green flag would look like oh, you know, like honesty communication would be more in the green flag category. Red flag would be having like weird words and like just being judgmental or like just stuff like that.
Yeah, we tested an output earlier that Melina put in, I'm an alpha male, and it immediately criticized it saying that they were like a podcaster and that they don't shower and all of these silly things. Yeah, so we think it's going to be good, hopefully.
Hey guys, I'm Kishan. I'm a grad student in computer science. It's escape for spring 2026 intake. This is my second hackathon ever, and what I'm building is a better YouTube comment system where we're first taking the video, converting it to an audio, and then running 11 Labs audio to transcript API on it, either real time or via just passing the entire MP3. And then we get a subtitles file back, which will then run in a sanity path into the Gemini API, passing it context about the video, like the previous transcripts up until that point, the title of the video, the description of the video, right? And then we load that back into the YouTube video via a Chrome extension, right? So this entire process, the UX for it happens via a Chrome extension, where once you load it, it runs this entire pipeline, and then in real time, it gives you corrected transcripts back. And I guess that's it.
So it's kind of like a transcription tool.
Right. Yeah, it's a transcription tool. The TLDR of it is that it's a better YouTube transcription tool, because the current auto-generated captions on YouTube, they're super inaccurate. They're not punctuated.
Right.
There's no like full stops or exclamations, and there's no capitalization on the words also, right? So I'm just trying to fix that using the 11 Labs API.
More accurate grammar and punctuation.
Exactly, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
And the second thing I'm doing here is I'm going to pass it through Gemini's API, and I'm also going to feed it context about the video up until that point. For example, if you have a transcript in which the last word is wrong, Gemini can then infer what that last word was supposed to be based on the transcript up until that point, and then maybe fix it. And that's what the sanitization pass will do.
Right, it's like context clues.
Exactly.
Using its, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's just get the code a little bit.
Can you tell us what's happening, like on here?
Yeah, so I just started implementing this. I was actually really late, and I'm going to use Cursor and just either Claude or GPT to build this out mostly. And yeah, I just started here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Vultre's cloud services to be running this entire pipeline, and I'll be calling the 11 Labs and Google Gemini API from there. Yeah, so I'm going to be using 3 of the tracks in the Major League Hackathon. Yeah.
What's the most challenging part so far about getting this to where it is right
So I just started like half an hour ago, but the most challenging part until now is probably just SSHing into the Vultre cloud instance and just trying to figure out how that works. And that's the most challenging part.
This is another one of our hackathon groups that we have. They are making a project related to stress detection. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to one of the hackers, Ryan Vo.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ryan Vo. This is a mind check, cortisol detector. So the project that I have here, it reads the face using a camera, and then it'll use a machine learning convolutional neural network in order to predict the cortisol level of the individual. So we have a camera here. It'll prompt for a camera. And then it'll detect the face, and then it runs the scan. So it detects moderate cortisol levels.
So it also has like sound effects too that we have. So just to kind of start it, take a photo. And then it has like that sound effects, and it runs a bioscan. Alright, so it's moderate cortisol. And then we have Mind Check AI. It'll give you like advice on like what you could do. So like a 4-7-8 breathing technique. to like kind of lower down your cortisol levels so you're not stressed.
We're Team EcoEats.
Yeah.
EcoEats. Yeah.
No.
It's basically just like one page. Before, basically just like one simple UI, but now we have like multiple pages and things like this, with like a history and all of this. I think the biggest update was being able to connect the front end components to the back end so that users can now put in stuff. And well, for our app, it's ingredients, and you can send it to the back end where it will be able to curate a list of recipes for you.
Everything went as planned.
That'd be far from the dude. I wish. I wish.
The UI definitely changed not in terms of color scheme and like minute details like that, but almost the entire like layout was kind of changed. It was like our really basic draft. Yeah.
Drafts on drafts.
Yeah, drafts on drafts on drafts. Oh, this was like our draft design, and it looks completely different from last time. And then you'll also notice that we added a lot of new features. If you saw in the demo, the logo practically stayed the same, and so did the color scheme. Well, if you look at the color scheme, this was our draft.
It was based on Shrek? That's pretty cool. What AI are you using?
ASI1, which is it's related to Fetch AI. We didn't know that before using it, but yeah, I guess it is part of Fetch AI. We use it because it's free, and it actually worked.
This might be like one of the biggest files we have. It's about 250 lines of code, just one page. The user like inputs ingredients to this here. So if I type in like flour and like vanilla extract, I guess, just like a list of ingredients, and then it returns to you a list of recipes alongside like all of its like information and things like that. If that's high level enough for that to be understood.
Where are you guys drawing the pictures from?
Oh, it's from the API we used.
Oh, nice. What API is it?
The Spoonacular API. You know, recipes are more than just like a breakdown of its macros, its carbon emissions, and its instructions. I feel like there's a little more nuance to it. But no, I think there's a lot of things here that we initially sought out to get, and then we did achieve. I think that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so right now it's like 10 minutes to submit.
Every participant will have a 2-minute video demo as well as a 2-minute Q&A session. We're giving them 30 seconds to talk about it a little more if they go over the time. But anything after that, I would suggest you guys can deduct some points from their overall project presentation. But if you guys don't feel like it, feel free to do that. If any hackers feel like they want to do a different style of presentation, an interactive one, they will be letting you know in advance. So maybe they'll do a 4-minute presentation with Q&As in between and make it interactive. You guys can do that too. As long as the presentation is below 4 minutes and 30 seconds, we're allowing it. Finally, if you guys take a look at your tables, we have the judging guide and the judging rubric with you guys. So the 5 main tracks that our judges will be judging are today best overall, entertainment, sustainability, mental health, best gag, and like I said, best overall.
I've gone to a lot of these hackathons. I've seen a lot of judging. Some of them haven't slept. Some of them haven't ate how they should. Like some of them are on pure exhaustion right now and pure energy. So try to be like a very positive support force. They're really excited to see you all. So.
My name is Mani Khanuja, and I started as a QA automation engineer when I graduated from college. That was back in 2004. And I was in India for a long time, 12 years. I was working in India, primarily focusing on QA automation, moved into QA manager role, then project manager, program manager. I was handling a team of developers while I was in India. And then I was leading a project which was related to big data and machine learning. That's where I got super interested, did some online courses, and then figured out that the better path would be to move to US and do a formal education. So after 12 years of working in the corporate industry, I decided that I have to move to US, do my master's. So I did that. And I did my master's from CSULB, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here.
So you first got interested in AI, and what year was that?
That was 2014. Yes.
Pretty early.
Yeah, and then 2016 I moved to US. I was like 2 years I tried on my own. I did a lot of online courses, John Hopkins. There was some online course from Stanford University as well, so I tried that. But then there were so many questions that were not getting answered, and then I was like, okay, I need a formal education. So it was hard because I was in a new country, and now without a job after working for 12 years, and with a kid. My husband was still back in India, but I think we kind of managed. It was difficult because of the cultural changes for my kid as well as for myself. But then I think overall we were able to manage it well. And when I got my first job, it wasn't in AI. It was again a project manager job, which was good. That wasn't even close to what I was what I was expecting based on my experience and based on, the dreams that you usually come, especially when you're coming from America. It's a land of dreams and opportunities, and you have very high expectations from your family and everyone who's back in India, to be honest. So then I keep trying. That was the thing. I think you should not even think about quitting. So keep trying. It was really hard. And then I got a break. I got a job in ADP, which was a really big company. I worked there for 5 months, but things didn't work out that well over there. So finally, I got a job at Amazon, and it's been over 6.5 years. I'm at Amazon. And my kid is in UC Santa Barbara.
So how long have you been judging the hackathons? Is this your first one?
No, it's in college, like in CSULB, it's my second one. But we do organize hackathons within Amazon, so I've done that a couple of times for my customers. I've organized a couple of hackathons. Yeah, but in college is the second one.
What kind of projects are you looking forward to seeing today? Like AI related or maybe something different?
So my expectation would be more on AI and security side, because look, everyone is talking about AI, and since 2023, so I would definitely expect a lot of projects based on AI. Either they might be using AI to build an application, or they might be, for example, like a generative AI ad application could be one of them in the entertainment side, and as well as it's very much relevant. But then on the security side, I would be, more inclined, because I think then they're already thinking about how to control generative AI. There have been so many events in the industry on how their agent went rogue, and there have been many incidences around that. So we'll see. But I would really appreciate if we have some of the security stuff with AI agents, and I would love to see their creativity.
Yeah. There have been horror stories of many developers trying to get it to the AI agents to go inside their applications and fix the data part of it. So they'll go in and just go rogue completely and just delete everything. If you're making and developing an application where you have thousands and thousands or even millions of paying customers, if you lose an entire database that is petabytes worth of user input and data, that's obviously a complete disaster. And even the AI agents, they go in, not only do they delete the production database, but they'll go in to the very back and delete all the backups too, because it thinks it's correctly executing your instructions, whereas it's just going rogue.
We interviewed a lot of different hackers, and it might be far and few between the different security ones, but hopefully you find it.
Yeah. Or maybe related to observability or evaluation, just making sure that whatever you are building, you're thinking about these things. And I know it's a hackathon in a college setting, so if they don't, I'm actually going to reinforce that during my talk later.
It's what's one project that still stands out to you that you saw during your time judging hackathons?
There was one project. It was more related to the multi-agent system. It wasn't in this hackathon, like in college, but somewhere else. And it was more around observability. And I feel observability and evaluation as very key components when you are building projects, whether they are related to AI or whether they are not related to AI, because without that, you don't have the confidence that you can actually take it into production. That product was started as like a hackathon thing or doing your own thing, and then it actually moved into production later on.
Nice. Did they win the hackathon?
No.
That's good. That's good. Your project, even though it doesn't win, it could still go on to do great things.
Absolutely. Because you're always limited with the number of projects which can win, right? But sometimes, and one project that you like might not be the one that everyone likes, right? And there might be other candidate projects which might look better in that particular scenario or the time that you are judging. So when the time frame changes, your choice of project might also change. Like observability was very good when we started with generative AI or building applications and doing evaluation and all. But today, it's kind of a thing that you should be doing every time. It's not it is expected. If you don't do it, that's actually a mess. Yeah, so it also depends on when you are presenting that project, at that particular point in time, what is the current trend? How is the industry seeing those projects?
My name is Asif Mansoor Maunala. I'm currently work at Apple as a software engineer, but I've been in the industry for last 10 plus years. Like before Apple, I was at Yahoo, been the same data engineer, software engineer. Yeah, that's my career path.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then how long have you been kind of judging these hackathons? Is it your first one or second?
Honestly, I started as a hacker, in undergraduate and graduate. And as I said before, I was working at Yahoo. I was very close with the University of Illinois. And then I used to go there, and then the graduate students come and ask me for helps, and that's where I started getting into this hackathons, judging for the hackathons. And it's been on and off, but then last 5 years I've been not doing anything. So I was like, okay, let me start this again, because every time I go to a hackathon, I always feel so motivated.
Right.
So I was like, okay, let me do this, and I've been active the last 3-4 months. But then again, it's just if things comes around, right? For this one, I was in LA for this weekend for my work, and then a couple of my friends, they were saying that, hey, there is something happening over the weekend. So I was like, okay, let me go there.
Where do you stay originally?
I am from Bay Area, San Jose, California.
Oh, okay.
I have my team is also in LA. So I come now and then to the LA office. So this just happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then what projects are you interested in seeing today?
Well, I think AI is the thing today. I actually want to see projects related to that, and also I want to see cool. Even though AI been talked about, there is still a lot of things that needs to be implemented and then being sent as a project and product, right? So I want to see products and projects where it's been used it from the root and trying to see how they thought about it and how they've implemented as a project, not just a wrapper on top of a LLM, yeah, exactly. Just do 4-5 APIs, and I'm I have an AI product, right? No, I don't want to see that. I want to see some product where they actually used as an agentic AI and see how they've used it. And also some cool apps, AI is the thing now, but then there's also this cool apps where still you can build a DoorDash now. There's a lot of Shopify's and other things that you can build. So I'm also looking forward to such, not an AI related products and projects.
So all the judges are going to go around to different tables and they'll see the projects they like in person. They all looked at it on DevPost, and they have a couple that they're interested in. So now they're going to go to the people and they're going to tell them what it's about and stuff like that.
Attention hackers, the judging begins in about a minute. Your judges should be heading to your table right now. Be prepared with your presentations, and good luck. You got it.
I like how you do the 2 laptop setup. That's what I should have done for mine.
Oh, really?
That's cool. Very nice.
All right. So the way this is going to work, you have 4.5 minutes total. I suggest about 2 to 3 for your presentation to leave us time to ask questions.
I am ready now. Okay. So I'm asking both a question. Have you guys tried to learn a dance before? They have a sword, maybe like on side to side. And how did it go? How well, right? You know, when you watch TikTok, it's really short form content, and sometimes, like, you know, they don't really explain as well. They just show you, like, oh, you just have to do this. But I don't know. It's very like overstimulating, right?
Yeah.
So
it's not a very consumable form.
Yeah. So Koro basically converts video into a interactive step-by-step teacher, and it will teach you how to like dance. Using Gemini, I was able to analyze the whole video, and basically it gives keyframes on certain parts you have to dance. Is there a keyframe you want to learn specifically?
We can pull up the list of them.
Okay, let's open the list. Since I use Gemini, Gemini does analyze the keyframes, and it can, it returns a JSON as an output. So it can return like maybe like what kind of body part you're focused on for this step. So if it sees left leg, maybe left leg. And then I was thinking like, you know, it can put like, you know, sign up saying left leg or right leg, whole body, head. And then I was thinking of adding difficulty for that step. So you have to feel like how much you're going to, you know, spend on it. But the main angle was I didn't want to add a feed. Since you can sign in, you can upload it where people can see it and see what your popular dance is.
First off, it recreates the environment based off of like some live drone feed. This is a Google image, but it looks at that. It says, okay, this is the shape of the flyer. I'm going to recreate this in my own environment. That's all Gemini? Yeah, that's Gemini. This is all it's going to recreate the shape of the flyer and the environment in gazebo simulation. And then from there, the Scout drone uses a VLM to basically reason about like where to navigate the drone and where to get the most information out of the view, right? You can see the field of view right there. So I have it running on a separate flow channel using this cache of information. It's able to take that into account and then think through like what the best action is for like, so say some of these are like some of the firefighters being told to hold their position, some of them are being told to refill if they're low in water, and you can see them starting to walk over as well. Right? And this all updates live with this situation as well. And so
how are the agents controlled?
The agents are controlled through well, in real life you have like some nav program. In this case, because it's a virtual environment, I just used what is it, A-Star Best for this navigation. Yeah. Summary, Gemini to reconstruct the environment, Gemini to reason about how to interface them and that's the authentic flyer, and then Gemini also to...
And then Gemini makes the call, okay, you need to go navigate over there, you need to navigate over there, you need to navigate over there. We're looking for a quick pitch of your project, and we really want to see how you use the Gemini API in your project.
Okay, perfect. So, have you ever been on a dating profile and you're just trying to find someone that's going to be your match, but you're just not sure if there's red flags, green flags, even beige flags?
Of course.
Yes. So we built a Chrome extension called Red Flag Detector, and so we trained the Gemini API to basically tell you that everything is going to be a red flag, and so it will steer you from any possible scenario. So let's see, we have this profile here, Greg, that we crafted ourselves. Information from Greg, and it's going to give you a feedback that is going to be extremely aggressively telling you all of the red flags. And so we also have like a feature that will tell you like what a red flag is, what a green flag is, a beige flag, just for like a little bit of background in case you're not sure. So that will tell you each one. And then when you go ahead and continue to the application, we have an example. We actually have the screenshot that we used. I am an alpha male, and so you can go ahead and put that as the file, and it's going to run and tell you an outrageous output. You could put in a paste text input, and so we put in, I think you're really nice. And so you would think that's a green flag, but the AI is actually going to tell you and convince you how it's actually a red flag.
Thank you for showing us.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, let's go with the sad one. Let's say you're sad. Did you want to press it?
Press it, okay.
Yeah. Oh, wait, sorry, it's the button. Yeah, you gotta press 2.
And that's it, okay.
Yeah.
2, got it, alright.
Yeah, okay, it's gonna have you keep pressing it until you get cheered up. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta keep going.
What are the T's in the eyes?
Oh, it's like the crying emoji.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's how you do it there.
And, okay, look at what it says.
Too bad. It's any fun.
Yeah. that's the third button. Yeah.
Ooh, I like the color change on the screen.
Yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, press 3 to continue. Gives you a little mini game.
Oh, what the heck?
Keep clicking.
What'd you code this in?
Just C++. Yeah. Still bored? Oh, that makes you go again. Round 2. Round 2.
I do like the color changes though. That's pretty sick.
Thank you, yeah. Okay, you can press 1 if you're not bored anymore. Yeah. Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, it takes you back to the beginning.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Our game is called Butternut. It's basically you have to try to answer a prompt the best like in AI because it's a play on how people use AI to generate like homework assignments or whatever. But it's the opposite. This time the computer's asking you to talk like an AI. Right. And so how we implemented Fetch was as
let's just go forward. Yeah, we have a little customization.
Yeah. So it's basically a game, customize your character, get on the stage, and then when the round starts, you're given a randomly generated prompt, and then you have to type your prompt. So
this is a losing scenario, by the way. We're gonna show you an example of like what happens when we put in like a very human response. So I'm just saying like, what are you talking about? Basically, okay. And then what we're gonna see here is that it's gonna analyze it, and then it's gonna look at the screen. Like if it's 0%, it's gonna get this whole reasoning also throughout it. Like reverse search, and also in the back we have judges. One of them is a create AI agent. We're gonna use multiple agents, and these give their own takes on them. Like let's go.
So yeah, we gave them their personalities to make comments about the.
Oh, so the agents are also Roblox characters.
Yeah.
So how many agents do you have?
We have 3 agents right now.
This is one of them, the judge analyst. The next one is the hype host. And the last one is the skeptic.
We'll take a screenshot of this and we're going to put it into ChatGPT because this is an AI, responding to an AI. And what we're going to get is we're going to get 85% or above. That's the threshold in which you're looking for an AI. Right. And that means you win. Yeah, confetti. Yeah. Basically, bot or not.
Can you gamble on it? Like
we're thinking about adding that.
Can you say I bet like $20 it's not going to be?
Yeah, if we had another day, we could say anything you want.
We could add even multiplayer if we wanted to
we
get
were
one more
thinking
day.
making this multiplayer, but we didn't have the time, so like we had to stick with this.
Yeah, if it was multiplayer, we could have made those 3 judges all in the background for each player. They analyze for each response.
We would have added more fetch agents actually, but it's just like.
Wait, so with your
We gave them different personalities to make, so they would make like comments in the background about based on your based on the score of your prompt, saying like, oh yeah, this guy's an AI, or like, that was pretty human, or something like that.
Awesome, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
It's the personalities of the judges. We programmed them. Each of them have we made it so like each program, like for example, every time the player puts on a description or answers the prompts, right? Depending on each of them like kind of work together to judge each one of them, and then we're in the future we're planning of adding like a collective, like putting all 3 judges, putting through an orchestrator that combines all 3 judges, and then gives like a final review.
Yeah. So the judge skeptic is basically like the main brain of everything. It's what reads the prompts, and it's what like sends the responses from Gemini to the other judges.
We connected with Gemini AI.
Sounds good. Thank you guys.
Just give a quick update on like the finished product.
Yeah, guys. So right now we actually have a full picture. Okay, so we're gonna go through a presentation real quick. Yeah, so we're gonna run a simulation for you guys because last time we talked about the backbone of the project, right? The grid agents controlling all the kilowatt hour price, the renewable energy percentage, and the truck agents is gonna be the individual agents that control like themselves, and the terminal agent is gonna be handling the bidding and the pricing and stuff like that for the truck agents.
They all communicate with the orchestrator agent, which is like sending connected through like a mailbox system, and we can see that live right here. When we like prompt the user, or the user prompts the orchestrator agent, it fetches like data from the 3 other agents.
So there's only one agent connected to this, basically LLM, and it's basically going to be contacting the other agents, the local agents that we created. Right here, it's going to say dispatch an auction request to the trucks, and so now it's updating with the price. And on our UI, we're going to have the trucks actually moving from peer to peer. So right here is a charging station. Each node is going to be a truck.
These data is actually real. They are pulling from real-time database from an API called the Grid Status IO, right? Yeah, Grid Status API keys.
What area is it like calling from?
LA? California ISO.
Yeah.
So right here, because we're local, right? Yeah, so Long Beach is here.
Then the visuals is really nice too.
Thank you. I think it looks like a lot of like Pac-Man, right? Like it's a Pac-Man.
What was your team name again?
InvestIQ. InvestIQ, yeah. So what we made today was a sentiment analysis platform. We kind of had seen research that backed sentiment-based analysis for short-term markets in the like stock markets and stuff. So what we do is we scrape a bunch of like financial reporting websites, you know, Financial Times, Wall Street Journal, and we kind of put it through a financial like sentiment model, Finbert, and then what that does is it gives us confidence and kind of like a direction of an article, right? So like an article saying like, you know, Tesla reported record-breaking highs, right? So it'll have a more positive sentiment. And then what we do is we send that to a signal generator, and what it does, it combines all of them for like a certain stock. Like for Tesla, it'll combine all the Tesla sentiment outputs from Finbert, and then what it does is it kind of gives you an idea of how a stock is doing short term and based on the sentiment, because you know, for your average person, they don't really know like stock market, like all this, like analyzing deep down all the numbers and stuff. And so it's kind of like an overview sentiment-wise. Yeah, so it's giving a score from 1 to -1. 1 would be positive, a really strong positive signal, and then a -1 would be like a really negative signal. So that'll tell you like, so say for example, Tesla recorded those breaking highs, right? It'll give like a 0.93 at a 90% confidence. So that would mean like, you know, you should probably buy some of the stock because, you know, it's gonna go up. But let's say it was like -7, or -0.7, that's a strong sell signal because this might go down. You should probably sell your stock short-term wise. So here we're running, this is running the scraping. So it's just 50 articles. And then what it's giving you is, like for example, right, so for Apple, it says sell, 100% confidence, and then this is the sentiment, so positive, neutral, or negative, and then it has all these articles telling you why, right? I think it's this one. So a big shareholder in Apple just sold 15,000 shares. Probably an indicator that you should probably sell yours, you know, like something's up, right? We can also go to like a watch list, right? So if you personally own any stocks, you can put like, so let's say you have NVIDIA stock, right? You want to see how it's doing sentiment-wise. So right now, you know, of course, AI is booming. People are talking about it. NVIDIA will say buy, 59% confidence, and this is a sentiment score, 0.50, right? And so you can click on it and tell you why, you know, a 5.84 million investment into some NVIDIA, and then they buy more shares. So it's kind of like short-term, a lot more short-term based analysis. Yeah.
Grab the sentiment. Is it like from a week ago, or like how, or just like overall, or is it like focuses on recent?
Yeah, it's. So right now we're doing an API call and we're not like scraping the web. So the API returns like the most recent X amount of stories, like the top 100. But right now we're bottlenecked with only 90 queries for every 15 minutes because of it's just rate limited.
So like for this example, we scraped 50, so it'll take the top 50 from these recent articles, and then it'll display them. So that's what these are. Is these are the articles that it was able to scrape, and then so like this article was one of them. This was another one.
It leads you to the actual article too, so you're not just getting like a score. You can actually go like, let me see for myself a little bit.
You can dashboard, check like Google.
What track was this for again?
Best overall.
Oh, nice. You're shooting for the stars.
Yeah. we had a lot of like problems with working with agents. So one way that we were thinking about doing is orchestrating it. So we wanted to do social media and then financial like reporting websites. So it's kind of best of both worlds because that's like kind of what covers most of sentiment is social media, right? So like your friends and family, like they're telling you like, oh, this certain company's doing good, you're more inclined to buy a certain stock, right? But then you also have the side of actual financial like reporting websites that also have their information.
It factors in the social media sentiment as well in there?
Yeah. So that's the part that we couldn't get through. We're only taking out from like news articles. Yeah, news articles. But that's what we plan to do is to combine both of them. And then we have our Finbird model, and then our scoring agent. Eventually, we'll combine all of them together.
Yeah, and the URL looks sick. I really like it.
Thank you.
Do you guys use Streamlit for this one?
Stitch.
Oh,
yeah.
Google by Google?
I think so. Yeah. Stitch AI. Yeah.
I think it's pretty new too, right?
Yeah, it's coming out with a bunch of different features. This is honestly pretty straightforward to pull up. We want to be able to do more. So instead of just 3, you have a whole list of different companies, right? So that way it gives you a better idea, like one stop, like you look down, you like breeze through it, and you have more of an idea, not just 3 stocks, you know?
I feel like crypto like guys would really like that too.
And then we also have the market, so like sectors. We didn't really fully implement this, but technology, consumer, communication, energy, healthcare, financials. Kind of see how these different markets are doing. You know, if you have some in financial, some in technology, some in healthcare, you kind of have a general idea of how it's doing, right? Not specifically the ticker symbols, but the whole sector itself. If you use AI, you kind of want to know the reasoning why it made a decision, right? And so that's why we decided to implement that. Is we're able to give the user an idea of what's going through the AI's mind, what it's seeing, and why it's making that certain decision. So you kind of like trust it more, you know, because it's dealing with investments. You want to be able to trust it.
But basically, our product, our service, is to help us connect with farmers. We're trying to like prevent food being wasted. Where grocery stores, they throw out food because they don't look too good. But we want to actually connect with farmers or people who know where these food are being thrown away, so we can prevent it and actually save the food. Right. In our deal section here, you have this this little interface where it's like, what do I want? I want like a banana in the spring season, and we can predict the price where it says that the regular price is like 41 cents. But the actual price is like 15. It's actually 15 when it's like, doesn't look too great, right? And in the code, in our model, we have a model here. Just a simple model where it just basically uses squared loss.
Did you use you made your own model for this one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Impressive.
It was called Touch Grass. The idea was that whenever someone launched the program, they could like pick a time interval that they wanted to be at the computer for, and it would start sending just random pop-ups telling them to go touch grass or take a shower and stuff like that. This is it. So if I run it, and you could input like a kind of program that if you launch it, it'll start sending you pop-ups immediately. So in my case, Chrome. And then there's the pop-up. And it's just funny. Go outside, touch grass. If I tell it no, it'll give you another pop-up. You can hit X, it'll send you another pop-up. And then if you just ignore it and go back to working, after like 30 seconds, it'll send another pop-up anyway. So it's just pop-up after pop-up. And you could say, fine, and then it's like sets a random time to send another pop-up anyway.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So you're submitting for best gag.
Yeah,
nice.
best gag. When I got the idea, the main thing I had in mind was like league players like force close the app or something, or like send them pop-ups as soon as they open it.
Alright, let me specify. We're gonna see ourselves in I don't know how else to explain it.
So you mentioned something that's very important, our project they like, make sure to mark it down. So for Raj, that was project 7. Overall, just skip that part, just put that
Yeah, so right now they're just calculating the winners right now. Probably won't be ready for another 30 minutes, I'd say.
Let me just do one for team 3.
Okay. Guys, I want opinions now. So, have you guys taken a good look at reroutes, cannery, as well as, what's the first one? Choreo? All 3 of them?
I haven't looked at reroute.
Could you do that really quick? Yeah. We want to be done in about 9 minutes, so we can't spend as much time on the other tracks. Hopefully some of our winners overlap, so we can skip them faster.
I like reroute, but if you pay attention at second 43, you can see they didn't actually fully implement their customer chat. They force coded the customer chat so it shows up like it's acting like a chat.
So,
Where do you say the time set? 43 seconds.
That should be fine, as long as the rest of the product makes up for it. I'll start doing the voting now, so who thinks reroute should win the hackathon? Okay, you think reroute should win the hackathon. Who thinks cannery should win the hackathon? Please raise your hands. Okay. Who thinks choreo should win the hackathon?
Don't
Raise your
look at
hands.
me. Guys, based off your own.
Based off your own. You guys think choreo should win the hackathon? What do you guys like about it?
It's unique. I've never seen something like that, and honestly, it's like something like I would actually use.
And I really enjoyed how they allow for different formatting. Like you could put your own video, or you could just copy and paste a TikTok link, and it'll extract that video from the link.
Okay.
I think something that makes it stand out versus Canary is that I like the UI feels a bit cleaner. I feel like when I look at Canary, it looks a bit cluttered. That could be just me. Canary feels more cluttered over Choreo, and that's why I would pick Choreo over Canary.
We'll be having choreo for the overall winner. Out of reroute as well as cannery. Yeah. For reroute and cannery, who do you think is a better project overall?
Canary.
Cannery? Cannery? You guys agree on that? Okay, okay. I believe we're on a tie for reroute and cannery. The runner-up has to be cannery. The first winner is choreo. Okay, luckily we went through.
Do we want to bring in Emily in?
Kiki, can you write it down?
Oh yeah, just
She's
see
asking.
which winner she has.
No?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you could bring her in.
Already asking.
So this is our best overall.
Okay, I want you to open your phone, and then whichever project I say, I want you to take a deep look at it, okay?
Dev post?
Yeah, that post. Korea is going to be our overall winner. That had the most votes for overall winner. And then right after that, we had Cannery for our second place. Could you go through the sustainability track?
We're working on it.
Any track that's done?
For our dev post, you could filter sustainability by this.
We're like 10
Okay, cool. Hey, Emily. Could you guys take a look at choreo as well as, I believe the cannery. Choreo and cannery.
For cheating test?
Oh, no. For our winners.
Yeah, we looked at both of those.
What do you guys think about those?
Choreo was really, really cool.
Yeah. We were thinking choreo is going to be our overall winner and cannery is going to be our follow-up because they have the highest scores as well as their committee thinks they're really cool projects.
Cool. Sounds reasonable.
Right.
Okay.
You guys can take a look at other high-ranked projects. So I would tell you, take a look at Dialed, D-I-A-L-E-D, Pundit Protocol, P-U-N-D-I-T, P-R-O-T-O-C-O-L, Revolt, R-E-V-O-L-T, and then Interview 1.
This is time.
Pundit Protocol just feels like ground news, but like
Interview pilot.
AI.
Could you guys take a look at Interview Pilot? It was one of the most favorite projects by our judges as well.
Let's do filters one by one.
Guys, if you have the track information, I'm gonna have to take a look at them really quickly. We're running out of time. The time is 3:17 right now. The opening ceremony is supposed to be in 13 minutes. So the first one we're doing is entertainment. Listen, can you tell me the top 2 for entertainment?
Choreo is our number 1 for entertainment.
Korea has won the hackathon already. Yeah, I mean, we can give them the prize if the other projects aren't good enough, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be good enough. Who's number 2?
Second place is Reroute with 93.
Could you guys take a look at Reroute again? After that,
For entertainment?
Reroute.
For entertainment, right?
For entertainment. What was next?
Yo.
Yeah,
Are you sure it's free?
For
Are you sure that's
Cannery is
Wait.
93. Cannery.
We're skipping Cannery too?
Cannery.
I don't see reroute as.
Reroute is just eBay seller thing. I don't know how it
Reroute feels more like sustainability.
Yeah.
Bot or not? Bot or
Bot or
not?
not with 85 is our next one.
Bot or not with 85?
Entertainment.
Wait.
For entertainment.
Yeah.
So it's Canary and Bot or not?
Yeah, Canary or bot or not?
Yeah, Canary or does fit in entertainment.
Okay, thanks for confirming that.
The George Pericol one?
Ooh, they use robots.
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
I kind of like Bot or Not.
Vibe check is our next one with 83.19.
Wait. We're not worried about that.
Okay.
For sustainability, we have.
Wait, no, not yet. Hold on. That's all the time we have to take a look at the projects due to the time crunch. What do you guys think about, what were the 2 projects for entertainment? Canary and Bot or Not. Out of all of you guys, who thinks Bot or Not should be the winner?
For entertainment?
For entertainment. Okay, majority of the votes. So Bot or Not is going to win our entertainment track. Thanks for noting it down. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Okay, next for sustainability, Alden.
You don't have a runner for entertainment, right?
Cannery.
I don't think you're doing runner.
For sustainability, we have Cannery again, and then what is the second one?
White check.
Vibe check is the second project to take a look at. Vibe check. Yeah.
Hey, Tesh, for best overall, we had a first and a runner-up, right?
Korea. And the runner-up was Cannery.
Other tracks, they don't have no runner-ups. They're just one overall.
Yeah.
What was the other right now project?
Vibe check as well as Cannery again.
For
Sustainability.
Vibe check.
Hello?
Vibe check is new. I don't get it. You don't get it? What is it? What
Do
is
the voting for sustainability as well as best gag. I'll be back for mental health. I'm gonna talk to the judge real quick. I want you guys to be done in 4 minutes, okay? Could you do the best gag prize? And then I want you guys to take a look at that.
For best gag, we again have one for Bot or Not. So we already chose it for sustainability.
Wait, can I just say for Vice Check? I don't
Yeah.
see how that's sustainable.
Yeah, I just see it as
I
well.
saw the project and it didn't
It was
seem-
more like music,
Yeah.
entertainment.
Oh yeah, then it's not sustainability.
Yeah, I don't know if there's like another one that we could look for sustainability.
Do you want to put reroute? What category they put?
We can't check. It only lets us filter by which track they put it under, but it doesn't specify what.
Okay, I can check that.
I got you, bro.
Sustainability, we have reroute
It's
on top.
actually.
I nominate reroute. I like reroutes. I feel like it's a good idea too.
Hold on. Going back to say sustainability, they actually were not on the same sustainability category for the vibe check.
Okay.
So what's the one after that?
We have reroute.
Reroute for sustainability? Okay.
Yeah,
What about the other one?
It was either Cannery or Reroute.
Did anyone look at Canary?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I think it's complete as an app, but I don't know too much about the idea.
Okay, do you know what the idea was?
No, not really.
Okay, did someone look at Canary on the dev list?
So Canary turns live food supply chain use into grocery risk scores and adaptive strategies before price moves. So you just know when to buy stuff before like
Okay.
geopolitics.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
And what's the other one?
A reroute.
Reroute is basically like, from what I understood, like it scans like what you have in front of you and like.
I feel like if it's for sustainability, grocery is more impactful though. versus selling it?
Well, I like reroute because like reroute would be useful in something like when you're selling a computer, right? You can part away the stuff you need and don't have.
We need it like.
I feel like groceries is also kind of.
I feel like it's kind of a stretch for rerouting in sustainability, in my opinion.
What do you guys feel about sustainability?
Because there's so many reselling things
That's
already.
fair, that's fair,
So I feel like if you're looking at groceries are like spiking. So sustainability wise, I feel like.
I kind of agree with you because it's also hard to find online like actual groceries.
Okay, so who wants to go for reroute?
Raise your hand if you want to go for reroute.
And then Canary?
Okay, Canary.
Sustainability.
But Canary won.
No, wait, guys.
Canary
Canary won runner up, so I'm gonna change that up right now because reroute deserves the win as well. I think.
Okay, so reroute.
Yeah, we're gonna go for reroute because Canary got runner up as well.
Context, they got the same score.
Yeah, they got the same score.
So,
Okay.
so reroute is sustainability. Best gag, the top one we have is bot or not, but we already chose it for entertainment. Which one do you think is better for bot?
No, just get the second one.
BeachHacks is the next one.
Second one is Mind Tails, Mid Tails.
Mints or mine?
Mine's a
Mint.
mint.
Mint tails.
Isn't it vibe check?
MINT.
Did vibe check win something?
Oh, mint tails like okay, 10.3.
Lunch, could you make an
Best
announcement
gag,
that
best
the
gag,
opening
best gag.
ceremony will be at 3:35?
Just saying
Yeah.
10-ish minutes. Instead.
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel like mint would better fit the entertainment, but I like it as a gag too. It's fun. It's fun.
You guys feel like it's not a funny project? We can move on fast.
Yeah.
What is the opinion? Do you guys think it's kind of funny, fits the best gag category or not?
I feel like if it's entertainment.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like bot or not could be
It's
gag.
more
and this should be
entertainment.
entertainment.
Okay,
It's
let's
less
move on.
funny.
Let's move on.
Okay, what about red flag detector?
Red flag detector.
That was a good guess.
Yeah. I think my vote is for red flag detector.
Wait.
I think everyone has the same opinion on best gag, so I believe red flag detector is our winner for best gag. Cool. Then the final category is mental health. Could you tell me the top two scorers for that?
Diode or virtue cycle?
Okay, new projects. Diode or virtue cycle?
Dialed is like it scrolls on reels and then determines if it's brain rot or not by sending it to like AI agents and like analyzing the photos that it takes of like screenshots of the reels.
Cool.
And then actually it will if it detects that it's brain rot, it will block the account.
So it like fixes your algorithm.
That's very unique for a project. Who was the second one?
What about virtue cycle? Virtue cycle and Mime have the same ones?
Virtue cycle as well as
Mime.
MHIME, Mime, and virtue cycle.
They have the same points. What's the same?
This is for mental
Mime, MHIME, was
Yes.
like using AI to help write patient intake forms for like mental health consultations.
I see.
So also mental health.
I wouldn't say that that's nearly as unique as.
I feel like the
Yeah.
algorithm is better because like your mood and how your brain is wired is based off how much you're on social media.
But did you guys get a chance to take a look at the other projects,
What's
which was
virtue cycle?
virtue cycle?
I'm looking
Because
at
Emily didn't
Cycling
get
app.
guys didn't Emily. So our winner is the first one we talked about. Which one was that? Diode. Okay, guys, great work. We great work, everyone.
Is someone working on the closing ceremony slide?
Yes, Anna and Mameta will be working on that. Anna, could you update the winners? I got you covered.
You guys
And
want,
then Emily's gonna help you out as well.
do you guys want to talk about something?
Yeah, can we get the full list of all those so that we know
Yes.
who we're not overlapping off?
Yeah. I'll sync up with it.
Anna as well as Mameta, can you guys help out Emily and Noah for project information because they want to put up their winners as well as our winners.
If you're working on the slides, I can just sit with you right now.
No, Anna is
Oh,
working
I'll
on
sit
the
with you then.
slides.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have people starting to set up the stage for closing ceremony?
Oh, what's up?
Do you want people to start setting up the stage? For
Yeah,
closing?
so I'll leave that.
I'll help you with that.
Everyone who's in the closing ceremony, who is it? Oscar, leave your laptop. You know where you
Oh,
are
is that all
anymore.
the directors?
Leave that. We're gonna be after them.
Okay, bet.
Nervous. I don't know. We'll see. To be honest, I really.
Actually, the physical hardware, all fading.
So that sounds like the department
This is
all the film is right over
Oh, we got one. Chat.
Attention hackers, please.
Do the announcement of that moment. Yeah.
Attention hackers, we're gonna start the closing ceremony right now. We decided the winners for each track and the overall winners and runner-ups for the hackathon. Yeah, please be ready for the closing ceremony. So we have Dave Winter, professor at CSULB. We have Tejwaz Chowdhury, full stack developer at Summer U. We have Asif Mansur, a data engineer at Apple. We also have Anvit Patel, software developer at Lycas. We have Rajashekar V, software engineer at Fetch AI. We have Mani Kanjudan, AI specialist at Amazon.
From Google, we have Bradley Allen and Tyler Goodman. Everyone give it up for all the judges. From RTX, we have Saniza, Risher, Ivan, and Gilbert. Congratulations, guys. You submitted a total of 60 projects. Over the last 24 hours, you guys have done a great, amazing job. You're already ahead of so many people that are your peers just by being here and being motivated to build a project, to build a team that you can be with, you can connect with for the upcoming years. So yeah, this is for you. I would like to invite a very special guest who is also our judge today, Mani Kanuja, for a speech.
These hackathons are a community of builders, is to help each other out, not just to show the project, right? So that's there. But then I also want to make sure that you hear it right, that right now you are doing hackathons. You are building projects in 24 hours timeline. In real world, you will get way more time, but then the responsibility also will be higher. It won't be a hack, it will be a production application. You have to think through stuff. I reviewed a lot of projects. Obviously, I couldn't review all of them, but I figured that you are actually moving in the right direction. You are taking the right step. All of you, every one of you, literally each one of you were amazing. You are, literally spending your entire weekend. I know you have classes on Monday or maybe Tuesday from Monday. You need sleep, you need rest, but you chose to be here. You chose to be awake. And a lot of you were literally, I think most of you were working 24/7, not 24/7, 24 hours. And, or even if you have had sleep, it was like 3-4 hours. So kudos to you. And I would really admire the spirit over here. But also make sure that you have your eye towards how these production applications will look like. Make sure that you have observability. That's why when I was moving through, I was talking about logs. I was asking you to show where the logs are. You need to have some kind of evaluation. And then I saw some projects which were actually moving in that direction, having critique agents and stuff like that. That was awesome. Thinking about security, sometimes just the permissioning will not help. Sometimes you might have to register your agents in a very secure environment. Follow the principle of least privilege, but that's a story for another time. So there is a shift. And I want you to be prepared for that shift. And that's the reason why I'm telling you about all these things, because I wasn't told about all these things. But when I was interviewed, the interviewers were asking those things, right? So make sure that you are prepared to do that. And you will get there. So you're like, most of you are almost way ahead of what I was doing when I was in college. Architecting for high availability, that's super important. If you have a lot of people who are basically using your app, you want to make sure it's highly available. And it can scale and it has security and things that I've already talked about. Because when you are building a product, and let's say it's an amazing product that everyone likes, and even more important is the responsibility for you to make sure that it works, right? We are always crunching and figuring out, oh, do I have the right idea? Do I have the right product? And when you do, you're like, okay, everyone likes it. Now I have to be more responsible because when they use it, I want to make sure it works, right? So there's a lot of responsibility, and that's the reason why I'm double clicking on all of these things. So build the products that actually last, and when things get tough, that's the best judgment. When you get uncomfortable, that means you're doing something right because you are uncomfortable. I hope you learn a lot as well, and make sure to pay it forward. Paying it forward can be in different ways. You can be, you can mentor other folks, or sometimes you have to scale yourself, like I've started doing recently. I have started literally this year, made sure that I was doing a lot of one-on-one mentorship. Then I was doing group mentorships, and then I was like, okay, I need to scale further. So I was like, okay, let me start writing some articles. So I started with LinkedIn articles. Then I was like, okay, let me move to a deeper conversations. I write about stuff and the applications and the best practices that you all should be aware of based on my experience working with a lot of customers, building applications. I just want to make sure that you don't have to learn everything on your own. There are resources, and sometimes you might not have time to go through all the books, but every week if you read some article and you resonate with it, you should talk about it. These social platforms are there for you. So build your own network, because network, as somebody has rightly said, is your net worth. You never know. 4 actions that you should take: help others, because when you are helping and teaching others, have you ever noticed, like, maybe you have like a very difficult topic, and then when you help your friend understand that topic, it's actually you help yourself as well, because your concepts become clear. So it's literally like that. So when you help others, you actually help yourself as well. So do that. And think like an architect. Whenever you're building an application, before writing even a single line of code, think about the requirements, whether there are 4 requirements. Create a map, create a workflow, how the data will flow, how the application will look like, have a vision. And then you can use AI to assist for the code, assist you in the coding, make it faster. Just vibing is good for your hobby, but might not take you there. And even if you're vibing and you have clear requirements, you will be far ahead of others. So those are the things. Never quit. That's my star line. And if you don't quit, you are actually architecting your unstoppable life. So thank you so much, and feel free to get connected. I think I'm done now, and you can announce the winners.
So now I want to shine the spotlight to the individuals who worked tirelessly day and night to make this hackathon happen. So as I call them up on stage, please give a huge round of applause to Winston Taub and Keshav Jindal, the presidents of ACM, and Vansh Patel, the tech director of BeachHacks.
You can tell from my sore throat that I can't even talk right now. You probably also saw me hopping around the entire event. I'm Kesh. I'm the president of ACM alongside Winston, and I'm also the co-director for this event. If I were to talk about myself, my first hackathon was not too long ago at UC Berkeley, with our team of 4 freshman hackers with nothing but hopes and dreams in our bags, in a hall full of master students from MIT, different countries, Ivy League students, and PhD professors as our literal competitors. I mean, I was pretty sure that all we were winning was the free food at the hackathon, right? But we had the general team coordination issues that I'm pretty sure all of you guys already had. We also had no idea how to submit anything on DevPost. And then we had about 5 hours of just trying to learn something I hadn't even heard of 2 hours ago. Despite all of that, we clicked submit. I channeled my inner Steve Jobs, and we somehow bagged 6 judges. After all of that, we got into the top 15 out of 200 of the most impressive projects I've ever seen. The sheer aura and knowledge from that event just jump-started my entire software developer journey, And today, I had the amazing opportunity to work with these talented people from our committee. Could you guys please give them a huge round of applause? No matter who wins today, all of you guys made something that I hope that you guys are proud of. Okay, some of you guys built something that I hope you guys are proud of. And honestly, you'll really appreciate that way down your career. When you get those interviews, when you get those job offers, you're not gonna realize you went to BeachHacks 2 years ago. But hopefully this helped you in your journey. Give a huge round of applause for yourself for getting through everything in the past 24 hours. And again, even a bigger round of applause for these guys for tolerating you for 24 hours. Thank you so much for being here today, and hopefully you guys can start your CS journey as well. I'm gonna hand it to Winston. Thank you guys.
Hello everyone, my name is Winston. I'm also the president for ACM and a co-director for BeachHacks. Kesha already said it, but it bears repeating. We want to thank the amazing BeachHacks committee again for their incredible hard work. Can we just give another round of applause? Fortunately for me, I've had the privilege of working with this incredible team of extremely talented people, and I've also had the incredible privilege of meeting many of you guys too. Like the earliest I've met any of y'all was literally just a year ago. So it feels like time has really flied that it's already been here. I just want to take a moment to thank some of the outside people that have made this event possible and made it as amazing as it has been. I'll start by thanking the building managers for providing us access to the Point and to the College of Business. And I would also like to thank all our company representatives and judges that could make it in today. Can we get a round of applause for Fetch AI, Code and Copy, and the engineers of architects, in addition to our judges who have made it. Many of them have flown in from out of town and even out of state. Their ability to do this is a testament to their time and dedication to a hackathon that this weekend they could have just spent at home, but they spent it on us. And I would also like to have a special shout out to Emily and Noah from MLH in particular. They're over there at that table. Not only did they help us run the event this entire weekend extremely smoothly, but they also gave us invaluable mentorship and guidance throughout this event, for which I'll forever be grateful for. On a final note, I want to take a massive shout out to our camera crew from our school's documentary club and Wayaba Movie for being able to come in this weekend. They got a lot of footage, fortunately, of all the hackers throughout the event, and I really do like what they did. They documented the highs and lows of the event. They will be releasing a documentary after this event concludes, so I would like if all of y'all stay tuned like on our Discord, social medias, all our platforms once it releases. There should be a preliminary trailer that will be coming out within about 2 weeks after this event ends, so stay tuned for that. On a final note, please give another round of applause to our amazing people who came in today from all over the country. With that in mind, I'll go ahead and hand it over to Marisol. Thank you so much.
Hi guys. Some of you guys may already know me, but I'm the logistics director for BeachHacks, and I'm also the vice president for ACM. I remember my first ever hackathon was actually BeachHacks 8.0, which was last year. Although my team didn't win anything, we at least got some free food, which is pretty nice. So thank you so much for attending this event. I know a lot of you guys are tired and did your best on your project, so give yourself a little pat on the back. Not many people dedicate a whole weekend to coding a whole project with the pressure of a time constraint. Also, thank you to the entire BeachHacks committee. This event wouldn't have been possible without you dedicating countless nights to make this happen, and I'm excited to see you guys at BeachHacks X.
Alright, yo, what's up guys? I am the tech director for BeachHacks, and I want to give a special shout out to the tech committee for helping me make this website. And without their help, we would not be here, and we would not have all these talented hackers showing up and applying to our website. And I hope next year we can make the website even better, have less bugs, so we can see you for BeachHacks X. Director's out.
Again, thank you to all of our directors. Your hard work truly paid off. And of course, Beach Hacks wouldn't be possible without the support of our amazing sponsors, Code and Coffee, RTX, Fetch AI, MLH, and CSULB. Your support provided the resources, the food, and the prizes that made this whole event shine. So thank you again for believing and supporting this hackathon. And now for the big reveal.
Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for, huh? All right, let's do it. So, announcing the winners, right? So, the first people to announce winners are Fetch AI.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for participating in the Fetch AI track. We were so impressed to see over like 18, 19, 20 projects in just our track. And you guys did wonderful projects using all our products, and it was really cool to see it. So even if you didn't win, we loved every single project, and we hope to see you use our package more.
All right, to start it off, let's see what they prepared for us for the slides. All right, so the projects were so good, we had to make a third category for runner-up, which will still get the interview opportunity. So shout out to Dial for runner-up. For second place, best use of Fetch AI, I believe this prize is $200. And again, with the interview opportunity, let's give it up for, oh, dang, is there some crazy animations? Let's give it up for Fetchify. For the first place prize of $300 of cold hard cash, we have, oh, another animation, okay. We have Neuroflow, so give it up for them. Alright, and it was really awesome to see so many familiar faces, even like 2 or 3 time fetch builders. And like the keynote speaker said, it's so awesome because that means that you guys never gave up. So thank you so much for having us, guys.
Now moving on to animations. Amy Joe, hear it for them?
Thank you all for your work this weekend. It really is impressive to see how many projects come out of these events every time. So we have 5 categories. First up, we got best use of the Gemini API. For this prize, we have 4 Google Swag kits.
And notebooks.
Oh, and notebooks. Fired up. You gotta come up and grab your prize. Congratulations. Next up, we have best use of 11 labs. For this, we have Beats Solo AirPods, like the Beats Solo pods, not the AirPods. Better YouTube captions.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, congratulations. Our third category is best use of Solana. For this, we have Solana Ledger Nano S Pluses. And our winner is Vibe Check. Congratulations, y'all. Fourth category, best use of MongoDB Atlas. And goes to In Touch. He does have a teammate. This is real. Our final category, best use of Vulture. This is going to Mittails.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Mittails. Wonderful. All right, well, that's it for us. Congratulations, all y'all. Thank you all for the organizers putting on this amazing event.
Now moving on to the BeachHacks tracks, right? And we're gonna start off with best gag. So can I get a little drum roll, please? Come on.
Here you go, guys. Oh, the whole team.
Yeah,
You Boss, come on.
Oh yeah, they're unboxing.
No, not really.
My right, my right, my right.
Jesus Christ. Nice, nice,
What are we doing? I have no clue.
Winner is Reroute. Reroute. They're dialed in.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
We got a nice screen. An extra monitor. Awesome.
Nice.
Our mental health track. Let's go. Another drum roll. Come on. I like the drum roll. Dial. Oh, dial.
Yeah, you guys can stand in the middle.
Thanks, Dad. Wow. Another drum roll. Let's do it. Let's keep going. Come on. Larry. Hurry up, Larry. $50 Amazon gift card. Winner, another drum roll, let's do it.
Great work, man. Congrats.
Good job. Great job, bro.
Great job. You made it, bro. Do you have any teammates? Solo?
I'm solo.
Dude, that's even more.
All right. You deserve it.
Give it up. Thank you so much for coming to our hackathon. This was an amazing experience for myself. I appreciate all the hackers. All you guys did amazing work. Don't feel bad about what you did. Again, take this experience with you. Good job, guys. Give yourself a round of applause.
So I'm here with the overall winner. Can you, I guess, tell me your plans for the project, like after, now that it's done, submitted? Are you gonna keep working?
Yeah, I do want to continue working on it actually, and I do want to like extend it where I can actually have like a user base where they can share like their tutorials to each other, and any popular dances like people can like see it online, and they can join in on it. And this like, to me, like I think it helps everyone as a whole. It helps new dancers, it helps creators, it helps artists as well. And in general, I think that's how I want it to grow. I also do want to add in like accuracy detection. So since like you're able to like, you know, follow like a skeleton, I do want to, you know, take a skeleton of the actual person, like yourself, record a video and get like an accuracy check and compare. So I think there's a lot of things that, you know, I can add, and I look forward to like, you know, continuing.
Sick. And then I guess when they were announcing the winners, like, did you, I know you're last, so you didn't win for
I don't think I won, yeah. I was kind of hoping on like the Gemini AI or like the entertainment, because that's what I was going for. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then when you were like making it, did you have a feeling that you were gonna win? Like when?
No.
You weren't sure?
Yeah, because I actually did not get to implement all the things I wanted to add in, so it made me kind of nervous.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of messed up my demo as well. So, yeah.
It's okay. We got both of them on camera. So what? Winning demo, bro.
Thank you.
Awesome. Congrats. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good job. I'm proud.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Did you guys think you would win when you?
You saw our project when we first were working on it, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy to see how far we've come, but yeah, honestly, like you gotta have faith in your project to even come close to winning it.
I don't know what this guy's talking about, bro. We submitted 30 seconds before the deadline, bro. We didn't even get to record a proper demo.
We
didn't even know if we would be able to present because we came here so late because we were working on our project for so long. But I think all in all, it worked out. Our grind was put to good effort, and yeah, I don't know if like we were expecting ourselves to win, but I think we're happy with the result for sure.
I was rooting for you guys either way because just the fact that you both had broken computers and you're still here, like trying your best.
Ironically enough, we won monitor.
Exactly, bro.
Bless.
That's like poetic, bro.
100%. 100%, bro. And I had a great time as well. I met so many people. The entire staff hosting they're all really nice, give us like a lot of really good advice. So I think I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been able to come to Long Beach for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys are one of my favorite teams.
Long Beach is fire. We are not stopping though. We will be back for BeachHacks X next year, and then we will be doing other hackathons as well for sure.
Hell yeah. Come on, bro.
For sure.
Congrats.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good? I'm on. Don't worry. Directors out.
Come out here, guys. The kind of energy and enthusiasm that was seen at the event this year was how you could see so many cool projects, so much footage and coverage of the event, as well as so much of the success and the growth that this community has had in the last year. Next year would be an extension of that. How can we get more people involved? How can we get people who've, like, let's say they've just arrived at Cal State Long Beach, how can we get them more involved in not just beach hacks, but in general, like the entire like computer science community here at this university. I would also recommend, like, whatever your interest is, just start making projects for it and just talk to people about them. Because that's how you'll find like-minded people who want to do what you do as well.
So, what's your name and what's your role on the Beach Hacks committee?
Hey, Cash, and I'm the co-director of the event, and I'm also the president of ACM.
And then how long have you been on the Beach Hacks committee?
I've been on the BeachHacks committee for 2 years now. We were the ones who derived the entire project.
So what's the most interesting project you've seen so far out of your time doing these hackathons?
Ooh. Overall, I believe the projects at our current hackathon were overall better, but I would say the best project that I ever saw between those two hackathons personally was in the first hackathon. Some person built a 3D modeler of brain scans, and that would basically scan your brain and map it out in a 3D application. And then out of that, it would detect a brain tumor and try to diagnose it with the help of a doctor.
So what were some of the most challenging parts of organizing this event?
If I was being honest, just making sure that everything happens the day of was way harder than any of us could have anticipated.
Who do you think got the most frustrated during this whole process?
Probably me, bro. I would like to apologize to my committee members formally for shouting at you the entire time.
Okay. So how was organizing BeachHacks 9.0 different this year than from last year when you did 8.0?
I would say, even though the committee members were my friends last year, I felt like this time everyone was definitely really more into the project. I felt like it was a little bit easier to organize the entire event this time. And I would also say that even though the amount of hackers we had wasn't as much as the last event, I felt like the overall energy was definitely much better. And everybody also had a lot more fun at this event compared to the last one. So I'm just glad that we could iterate it to be a better overall event over last year's Beach Hacks.
I guess, what do you want to improve upon going into the next one?
Good question. Everyone, like, we want to have every possible. Is this family friendly?
You can say whatever.
Okay, I want to have every fucking sponsor in the world for the next hackathon. Dead ass, bro. Dead ass. We're having F1, we're having McDonald's, Dave's Hot Chicken, we're having everyone. Personally, I feel like what we could improve the most on next year, I felt like we had a lot of problems, more than I can even talk about right now. The campus authorities were a little harder than we expected to deal with. The committee schedules were really hard to align. Even though some people wanted to help, they were just busy with their own lives, which is also really important. But at the end of the day, we made the event happen, and I feel like the best we can do next year is just make it a little better.
If you could put another track or an idea for another track what would it be?
My favorite track was the best gag track because I feel like that gave the opportunity to some people who were not as serious about the event and just wanted to have fun, a chance to build something that was really cool. So I believe that was probably my favorite track this year. If I were to reiterate that and next year, if we could potentially bag a bigger AI sponsor, I would love to see an agentic path for our winners. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Winston, and I'm also the president of ACM, and this is my second year working here at BeachHacks.
Nice. Are you gonna be at BeachHacks X? You're gonna be the next one?
That's a wonderful question. I'll have to think about it. Like, I would say I originally got on BeachHacks because of the cool people that I got to work with. I consider myself to be incredibly privileged and honored to have been able to work with such a motivated peer group. And they've really challenged me and forced me to grow in ways I could not have imagined at the start of freshman year. For next year, I believe I would love to be part of it. I'm gonna have to take some time to think on it. But if everything goes right, we have some support from some key players, and we also just have the ability to coordinate better from all the mistakes we've learned from this year. I believe we can make BeachHacks X the biggest event we've ever had.
I mean, if not as an organizer, maybe as a hacker, bro.
Exactly.
So you're gonna be there?
Yes, I will be there next year in one form or another.
So what are your future plans for CSULB ACM specifically?
My vision for the future of this club would be to basically extend what we've already been doing. I want to take all the integrating we've done with the community we've done this year. I'm very proud of the work we've done. A lot of students who would normally be more like siloed off in their individual projects have had the time to really get together and combine their talents in a way that have really put our entire student body on the map and has really empowered them. For next year, I would hope to do more collaborations with some of the clubs on this campus, in addition to getting more official sponsors, getting more support from even clubs that are outside of CS. Like, for example, this documentary itself was the result of talking to the amazing camera crew who made it happen.
What was the exact turnout this year of hackers?
I do not have the numbers immediately off the top of my head, but I believe the turnout was around 200 to 220.
The data we have so far is the amount of applicants, which was almost 50% more than the last year. Why we know it's a success compared to the last hackathon is because we had a lot of retention rate. All of the hackers attended more workshops. All of them felt like they had over 60 projects, which is 10 more projects than the submissions we got in last year. And I believe those numbers are enough of a show for how much better the event was overall.
The fact that I talked to many of the hackers during this hackathon, the amount of enthusiasm they showed was absolutely insane, especially compared to last year. So if we find a way to provide more resources to them next year, provide a bigger venue, provide more sponsors, more prizes, then I believe we can really make this a much bigger thing going into the future.
All right. What's your name and role?
Yo, I'm Vansh, and I am the tech director for BeachHacks 9.0.
What were you in charge of, like setting up?
I was in charge of leading the tech team to make the actual website for the applicants to apply. So putting on like all the sponsors, promoting them on our website, making the dashboard for the applicants and stuff like that. Well, it was me and a team, but yeah.
How long did it take you to make the website? Did you use Stitch?
It actually took a long time. So we started at the start of last semester, and we were getting good progress, but then everyone's schedule was getting like harder and harder. Like, it was not overlapping, essentially. So we had like a hard time getting everyone to work on the website at the same time. And over winter break, I wasn't even in the country, so I didn't know what was happening. So I came back and I found out, oh, we still got work to do. And then Koi hopped on the team and we made it work.
Nice. You're computer science as well, right?
Yeah, I'm comp sci.
Nice, nice.
Oh yeah, shout out to him.
You?
Oh.
Right.
Hi, I'm Marisol, and I'm the logistics director for BeachHacks, and I'm also the vice president for ACM. I was part of BeachHacks 8.0 last year as a hacker, but I also helped them out with their social media posts. So this year was for really like a jump in responsibility for me, going from just making like the flyers and the visuals to like now actually helping out with the whole logistics of the event.
What was the project you did?
Oh, we did a Korean barbecue simulator game using Pygame. It was actually my first ever hackathon I did, so it was really interesting to see like just making a project with a time constraint, in my opinion. So your cursor was basically your hand, and then so you could grab like different pieces of meat, and then you'll like drag it to the grill, like make a little sizzling sound, and it'll like transition from raw meat then to like cooked meat. And if you held it on the grill too much, like your hand, you'll like get a little Easter egg where like it starts screaming at you because like your hand's getting burned. Yeah, it was just like more of a fun project, in my opinion, versus technical.
Yeah. What project did you see like this hackathon that you kind of wished would win that didn't? Do you have any?
I think it was one group who did one where you give them ingredients and then they'll put it into like a little chat bot, and then they'll tell you like how much carbon emissions it would like emit, and then also like give you other recipes that you could use with those ingredients that are more like environmentally friendly. I thought that was a really cool idea because like it just gives you the recipes flat out. You don't have to like go on Google and then like search it up on your own time, which is really cool to see in my perspective. There's also another one where like they did hardware. I feel like in these hackathons here, you don't see a lot of hardware projects, so it was really nice to see one team do hardware.
The study buddy one, and then the team eaters where they were calling each other.
yes, those teams. Those are probably the two projects I feel like they're most memorable in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe that might be a good idea for a track, like hardware focused something. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a really good track to add for next Beach Hacks, and then we could probably even collaborate with one of the hardware clubs on campus for that.
Tell us about the food. How did the catering go?
Ooh.
We got so much information for you guys. I mean, Marshall would know about it too. Could you switch hers?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I guess we could both talk about it.
Oh, I was just moving. Low key, guys.
One of our
Low key, guys. We killed it with the food. Low key, everyone loved the food. We killed. Don't show that to me, bro. I'm gonna finish it all right now. I'm hungry.
The popcorn chicken was really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the camera crew can say that themselves, right? Our committee members said that themselves. We knocked it out of the park, bro.
Yes,
Let's go. Let's go. So the food catering is a lot more complex when you've managed an event for like over 200 people. You don't know the amount of food that you're gonna get before you do the calculations. Even after you do that amount, you have to send your officers to pick up and then set the table up, make sure the line's going on for everybody. And then we don't want to waste food either. At BeachHacks, we just don't like wasting food at our events. So even last time around, we just give the leftovers to our committee members as well.
I would also say if there is way more leftovers that the committee members could handle, we also give away to hackers if they ever just ask us for some.
Yeah.
I know there was like some people who left yesterday with like a couple pizzas just because they asked.
Also, we gave away 3 pizza boxes to our Clash Royale tournament winners, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like people sneaking in and like getting food, just randoms?
Dude, we didn't even know. Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're from volleyball match. They hopped on, they sent their hacker to go around ask people what they're doing. Later on, they walked out there.
Yeah.
The restroom.
Yeah.
But there was so much food, so I was like, and then it was asking, wait, but there's just only tofu on the table only, but all the chicken we put in the boxes. So he was asking me, wait, it's just only tofu? But I even know there was so much food, so I just gave up like 3 foods, and they ended up like talking shit about me. It's like, and there's a guy. He said, "Why are you talking shit about him? We're just giving us free lunch." I was like, "What the fuck?"
All of our officers at night went for a workshop with one of our Google engineers, and they were like. None of the hackers were here. So none of the organizers were here, I'm sorry. The hackers were the only ones here. So some people from the nearby volleyball game came into like a group of 4. They stole one of our surfboards. Does anyone have one of the surfboards? Oh, okay. Could you pick it up, deflate it? Yeah. Stole 2 pizza boxes, sat on the ground in front of the event, and they were eating pizza there. If they just asked us, he could have just given it to them, but stealing it, not that cool, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like for next Beach Hacks, we should probably talk more with the campus authorities if there's something to like prevent that, because
Yeah.
after all, this event was posted to people who applied to the event. It wouldn't be fair, like we tell people like there's actually no food for you because like someone who didn't even apply took your food.
Honestly, I found I found that it was a bit unfortunate that at the day of the event there was also a pretty big game. It was against Hawaii yesterday, so two pretty big teams. So we are gonna have a lot of people. It just sucks that there's nothing stopping those people from coming in here and getting stuff out.
Wait, Winston, we didn't talk about you didn't ask questions about the marketing committee, bro.
Hey, I have the questions typed up, but that wasn't in there. That wasn't in there.
Wait, feel free to ask them away. Our marketing committee also did a lot of work. Our marketing committee did all of the reels. I think Winston's more qualified than me to talk about that. You can take ahead.
Yeah.
Sai, come to the front, bro.
Yeah, we do have a very, very goated individual. Go ahead, Sai.
Let me sit down, bro. Let me sit down, bro.
Come sit.
Let's share a seat. Let's share a seat. And then,
He's Sai. He's the head editor for the marketing committee. Yeah.
oh yeah. Yeah, tell us mainly what.
The name tag.
Yeah. So I'm not even a CS major.
Oh, okay.
I'm a finance marketing double major guy. It was sort of weird because I met this president guy on a random Tuesday, and then we became friends, and we literally hang out every day. And then he said, "Hey, help me with the marketing." Sure, but marketing is not just me; it's the entire team. It's like Min over there, Momeda, Anna, and some people. I'm in charge of the videos, the silly videos for our club, and persuading the hackers to sign up for the event.
Nice. Well, 50% since last year. That's clearly you were a success at doing
I know,
that.
right?
Good job. Good
I
job.
love to hear that.
Yeah.
And for the marketing people, we're not just doing the digital stuff. We also did the hard labor, I would say, because we were driving around and carrying boxes, setting up the events, doing everything.
I would say marketing. There's like official sponsorship where you talk to like the companies directly, so that's a lot of stuff that like Kesh and I have done. But marketing is a very public-facing kind of thing, so it has a very dual-purpose kind of thing. Because as you can imagine, people don't just like work at their jobs all day. They go home, they eventually doom scroll on Instagram or TikTok for like 5 hours straight. So marketing, even though it's a much more like people consider a much more casual way to reach out to people, I would say it's just as important, if not even more so, than officially communicating with different sponsors, because it really gets like eyeballs on what we're doing, and that's what like allows us to get like the support to grow what we have.
Oh, like that. Yeah, I mean, that's it for the interviews. As like one said, bro, directors out! I love these guys. One more year for BeachHacks, guys. All of you. All of you. Thank you so much, bro.
Any final remarks for next year?
On behalf of the entire ACM officer board and the BeachHacks committee, I look forward to next year. We have a lot of exciting things planned and coming in the pipeline. And like back to what I was saying about newcomers, don't be shy, get involved. If you want to really be part of the next generation of developers, creators, and thinkers who are making lots of real change in the world, if you're just starting out here at this university level, practice it here, and it'll go very far for you.
All right.